In a small mountain village lived a boy named Aarav. He was bright, a quick learner, but had one big problem: he couldn't focus. Whenever he tried to study, his mind would just gallop away. He'd think about his friends, watch kids playing outside, or simply get lost in a daydream. His father often told him, "Son, your mind is like a wild horse. If you don't control it, it will throw you. But if you tame it, it can take you to great heights." Aarav heard the words but didn't really listen. One day, his father took him to the village's wise sage, Vedanta. The sage smiled warmly and handed Aarav a glass filled to the brim with water. "My boy," he said, "I want you to walk around this entire garden. But be very careful, not a single drop of water can spill." Aarav thought, "This is easy," and started walking. But as he went, he couldn't help but notice the birds singing their beautiful songs, feel the gentle wind on his skin, and see the other children laughing and playing. Every time he looked around, a little water sloshed out of the glass. By the time he returned to the sage, the glass was only half full. The sage looked at him and asked, "Why did the water spill?" Aarav, feeling a bit ashamed, replied, "My attention wandered, Guruji." The sage smiled kindly. "This," he said, "is the truth of your life. This glass represents your goal and the water is your focus. When you let yourself get tangled in the distractions all around you, your focus will always be scattered and you'll never reach your goal with your full potential." Hearing these words, something clicked inside Aarav. He finally understood. If he wanted to achieve anything in life, he first had to master his own mind. He decided to start with small, simple habits. He began waking up at the same time every single morning. He made a rule for himself: never start a new task before finishing the one he was working on. And every day he would sit quietly and meditate for just a few minutes. Slowly but surely his mind began to calm down. It stopped being a wild horse and started becoming a trusted companion. Now, whatever he did with complete, unwavering focus. A few months later, it was time for the national examinations. While many students were a bundle of nerves, Aarav was perfectly calm. He just remembered the sage's lesson and his glass of water. He focused on one question at a time, solving each one with careful thought. When the results were finally announced, Aarav was the top student in the nation. The whole village celebrated his success, and Sage Vedanta smiled with pride. The story teaches us a powerful lesson. The person who can conquer their own mind can achieve any goal. True victory isn't about defeating others, but about mastering yourself. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.